Hey guys, salut mes amis och hallå gubbar. At this point, Valve are starting to worry me. Are they keeping their developers handcuffed to their desks? Because the updates never stop. But don't take it the wrong way, I'm happy about this, and almost a bit overwhelmed. But I gotta say this one is starting to sound like the endgame of an update streak if you ask me. This is the smallest one out of the bunch, but oh boy can we hype this little guy up anyway. And let's just say it has the community buzzing more than a taser. Oh. Maybe that's just it. Starting with the miscellaneous fixes, the auto rebuy now works if you've survived through the deathmatch warm-up. And remember, pressing the jump key, essentially cosplaying a faulty mouse owned by any pro player, while respawning in deathmatch, well, those days are over, folks. Deathmatch was a bit wonky when I played Mirage. I remember the buy menu appearing for like 5 milliseconds, so you couldn't even choose weapons unless you were Zeus. So to see this is them really making sure that they're squashing every bit of bug left in that game mode. They've also tinkered with the buy menu, which now closes on right mouse button down instead of up. Sounds like broken English, let me explain. What they mean by down is when the mouse button is pressed down, and up obviously refers to the mouse button being released. This might sound a little unnecessary, but it helps speed up interactions with the menu. Refunds are correctly accounted for when tracking total money spent by the user, so it's a little harder to lie to yourself about how much you're actually spending. But wait, there's more. They fixed bad kerning and accolade descriptions, a freeze hang and hammer, and even spruced up the CS2 workshop tools Convar helper page with better descriptions. Now to the common folks, this do be sounding a little bit like rocket science, but let me tone the language down here for a bit, especially on that first one. Let's say you're writing a sentence, but some of the letters are very close together and some are very far apart. Well, that's not good now, is it? In writing, we want all of our letters to stand in a neat, even line. That's what kerning does, essentially. So when they say they fixed bad kerning and accolade descriptions, it's a fancy way of saying they've corrected the distance between the letters so that they look nice and even. And accolades, those are like the gold stars you get for doing something great when you first started school. So in this case, it means they made the descriptions of the in-game rewards easier to read by fixing the uneven spacing between the letters. The school lecture is over now, and the other stuff I mentioned are a bit easier to understand, so moving on. For all of you budding artists out there, the aspect ratio for workshop submission screenshots have been fixed. They used to look like this, and here they are today. But that's not even the main course, because they've also made various improvements to the look of the M249, MP5, the Deagle, the Dualies, and the taser. I feel like I should have prepared myself by recording every single weapon in advance, but that's already too late now, is it? You'll just have to imagine how they used to look like. And the taser is a special one for this update. I'm about to blow you up with some insane news here. Hold on to your headsets. They've also added the Zeus to the workshop submission weapon list. Zeus skins are already up on the workshop page, and let's remember, this is over the Zeus, a single-use weapon designed explicitly to disrespect. Imagine if the Zeus was introduced today. How would people react? As for Mirage, there's been various fixes without specific details on what. I really hope they kept the elbow feature intact though. That was really some goofy shit. But really, that's where this video ends. Quick announcement, Chrome and their cronies have finally decided to approve our browser extension VisusGG. If you're out of the loop, VisusGG is our browser extension that allows you to see map win rate percentage in Faceit lobbies, and you can also find people's Faceit accounts on their Steam profile. It's been out for Firefox and now for Chrome. Link to that will be down below. Peace.